Dear friends, in this video I'll be showing you a case that I did today, a case of subluxated cataract in which I did phacoemulsification. I am no expert in doing phaco in difficult situations and I rather tend to convert to SICS and manage it. However, in this case, today I was in a mood to go ahead and do phaco after seeing so many wonderful surgeries on this group. I am just checking about the subluxation and I decided to give a subtenant block should I need to do a scleral fixation or some other maneuvers. Stain the capsule. I have managed intraoperative subluxations with a capsular tension ring, but in this case I decided to use the capsular hooks to stabilize the capsule and then a CTR and proceed for phaco. The rhexis was uneventful. I did a very gentle hydrodissection and I'll be using the capsular hooks for the first time. I have it in my OT for years. I have used the iris hooks, but the capsular hook was my first try. The inferior part is subluxated and so I plan to put only 2 hooks inferiorly. Maneuvering the hook under the capsule was a bit difficult, but I managed to do it. And now I am placing the second hook. Now with the hooks in place, I implant a CTR with a forceps. I don't have an injector for it. Using a Sinski to put in the last part inside and an iris suppositor to dip it down. But in the first attempt it has gone above the rhexis. So I attempt again and this time it goes in. So now the capsular hooks are in the place, CTR is implanted. I reduce the parameters, dig a small trench and proceed with phaco, doing a direct vertical chop so as to put the minimum stress on the zonules. All the time I was afraid that the bag will go away, I'll be having a nucleus drop. The first aim was not to have a nucleus drop at least. Although the video is in a higher speed to use less time for display, I was very slow and very careful in this step. The emulsification did not pose much of a problem, but I did not know the condition of the bag below. So after the nucleus is emulsified, I have a re-look at the bag and I realized the excess margin is visible. The lens capsule is there, thankfully. There's not much of cortex left. And whatever it is removed by manual. So having dealt with the cataract, you can see the excess margin clearly in the superior part. So the bag is healthy and intact. I am implanting a single piece hydrophobic lens. And now I dial in the trailing haptic. The lens is perfectly placed. Removal of the visco. Intracameral moxie. And now to remove the hooks. I tried the same way as I used to remove the iris hooks, but these hooks are stouter, and I tried maneuvering it this way, that way, but I could not bring it out from the same port. Then it struck me. I removed the stoppers. I'm giving one more try to remove it from the same port, but the tips are longer, the hook is stouter, and I could not. Necessity is the mother of invention, and I removed it this way, pushed it back in the AC and pulled it out through the main port. I don't know what is the right way to remove it, but this seemed fairly simple and atraumatic. That was a nice learning for me. And at the end, it's a fairly decent looking case. And I am now more confident of dealing with such cases.